Well, Brian, since week one, this is not something you've been used to experiencing a loss. 3 straight wins, and you had some buys in there. So really some time to enjoy the chance to win games in this league. But it's always a situation where how you respond is probably as important as what it took to get there. I'm curious, after the 18-11 loss to Ohio, what was most concerning to you?
I think the effort. I think all around, just the lack of our sense of urgency. I think we won some games this year just by by our effort, by playing harder, by doing the little things really well. And I thought the little things weren't very good this week for us. So and then those little things turned into big things. So at all aspects of the game, I think we got outplayed with the exception of the face-off X. So I think our guys were a little bit upset after the game and hungry to come back versus Rochester.
Two sides to the ball. I want to get on the offensive side first because the turnovers were glaring when you looked at the box score, which at times can be misleading. But it seemed to me, being here, calling the game, that really kept you guys from generating any sort of momentum. What led to the 20-plus turnovers?
Well, one, I think Ohio has a really good defense. They had a great game plan against us. They played us very tough. I don't think we adjusted very well. And I think we had some struggles early on. We tried to do too much individually. We held the ball too long. Tried to make the home run play instead of the simple play. And I think all those things added up to turnovers and to poor shot selection.
So all that being said, what do you want when this offense is playing at its best to look like?
Unselfish. 6 weapons out there on the field at a time. Everybody can put the ball away, can be a part of it. Not one guy doing all the work, but just to kind of be an unselfish team. It's hard to scout and hard to game plan for because we have so many different weapons out there.
The lightning rod, for good reason, is Miles Jones because every defense, that's priority number one, how we're going to defend him. And we've seen a variety of approaches over the course of the season. And Friday night, he got a short stick, but there was a quick slide, and at times it did seem to frustrate him. In your conversations with Miles, what have you guys found is probably the best way to approach things going forward?
Well, I think when Miles is at his best, he's making one hard move and making a decision, either shooting it or passing it. I think sometimes he's trying to make that perfect play, sometimes holding the ball a bit too long. So I think to get him just to make that one simple dodge, go hard and look to move it. I know he'll make the right pass usually, great passer, but I think just getting the ball out of his stick a little bit so he can get it back later on in the shot clock and maybe get a good look at it.
Defensively, is it a situation where looking at 18 as a number could be jarring, but over the course of the game, they maybe did what they needed to do to help you guys get a win?
Yeah, if you take away the transition goals, I think we still probably let up too many 6-on-6 opportunities. And they're a very good passing team. Tom Schreiber is one of the best players in the league. Marcus Holman did a great job against us as well. I think we got to be play more together. I think our communication is still lacking. We're not tight enough inside on cutters. So I think just kind of packing it in a little bit more and giving up outside shots is probably our best chance to kind of get some help to our defense and our goaltending.
You touched on the faceoffs, and the only rookie we saw Friday night against Ohio was Ben Williams, and he went nearly 72% in the game. One, is that a sense of relief maybe that now not that he's going to do that each week. I'm sure he caught Greg Paskaljian and Jake Bernhardt, who took a lot of draws too, off guard because he's a new guy, but that maybe you have found something here that could be a stabilizing force in an area where you really haven't had somebody over the course of many games.
Yep. Yeah. Obviously, when we drafted him, we thought he was one of the best faceoff guys in the country. He's a great faceoff guy. He had a kind of tough year at the end of his senior year, but before that, he was about 60% at the NCAA level. So, I think usually it takes faceoff guys a couple weeks to kind of figure out the league and different players, but every week's a different matchup. But he's a pretty smart kid. He's very athletic, and he's hungry for it. So I look forward to seeing him play the rest of the year.
Sense I got was Thursday night's practice where you had an influx of the rookies. Your numbers were great. You guys were able to do a lot. It became extremely competitive. I'm curious, after a loss, and again, your first loss since week one, and with so many guys that are hungry to be part of that 19-man, how do you expect this week to go in terms of maybe a new look group, especially on the offensive side of the ball, as you guys try and rebound?
Sure. Well, I think our rookies look great at practice. We're really looking forward to them coming in and making an impact, and I think we have some impact guys out there. So we didn't really want to force too many guys into the lineup at once. We kind of wanted them to see our team, kind of get used to it a little bit, watch an MLL game up close. to kind of see what we're all about. So I think you'll see a lot of those guys this week coming up and down the line as well.